Jody, where are we at when is this even breaking through that if there's more layers in the treason lasagna, does the original treason not count? This is so out in the open, and yet you go, how is this not? Trump called the insurrectionists at the Willard Hotel hours before the January 6th riot. I mean, this is... so just hours before the deadly attack on the Capitol, Trump makes several calls from the White House to top lieutenants at the Willard Hotel to discuss ways to stop or delay the certification of Joe Biden's election win. Trump's remarks reveal a direct line from the White House and the command center at the Willard. The conversations also show Trump's thoughts appear to be in line with the motivations of the pro-Trump mob that carried out the Capitol attack. He phoned his lieutenants at the Willard sometime between late evening of January 5th and the early hours of January 6th after becoming furious at Pence for refusing to do him a final favor. I mean, does this get any clearer? It's like the biggest, dumbest movie plot ever. You're like, yes, he tried to overthrow the government of the United States. Like this cannot go unpunished because I can't believe we're having normal political conversations about him running again. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's okay. Yes, give me some, I don't know, Adam Kinzinger to soothe me for a moment.
There's the Mitch McConnell way, which is who's this Trump guy you talk about? I've never heard of him. And then there's the Kevin McCarthy way. And Kevin, the only place he has to go is to the speakership. He's not going to be a U.S. senator. He's not going to be governor. He's not going to be president. That is what he desperately needs. And I think he made the decision a week or two after January 6th. He was the guy that literally brought Donald Trump back to political life.
Yeah. Yes, he went on to say.
Donald Trump was down in Mar-a-Lago, kind of like rage press releasing. Nobody was paying attention to him. And Kevin McCarthy shows up, takes the paddles, and brings him back to life with that picture. I think he made the decision that I'm going to embrace Donald Trump so that I can become speaker over the next 2 years. And there is no doubt that people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, with crazy tweets and crazy things she says, has a hold on the base and can threaten his power. So he's hugging it. As I said in the tweet, he's hugging a skunk. You're going to get sprayed.
Oh, dear.
And another Young Frankenstein reference. He took the paddles and brought him back to life.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Super duper. That is super duper.
No, the House votes.
And now we are putting on the Ritz in every way, bringing for Orange Frankenstein back and Omicron. Yes, Jody.
So the House votes for the Speaker, and the Speaker can be anybody. They don't have to be a member of the House. Do you think that, God forbid, if the Republicans took over and people like Marjorie Three Toes and the others were to nominate Donald Trump as Speaker, the Democrats would overwhelmingly vote for Kevin McCarthy or somebody else?
Oh, my God.
I mean, think about it, because not every Republican would vote for Donald Trump in the House. And if they get all the Democrats and, a handful of Republicans to vote for, say, Kevin McCarthy, who is nuts, and I don't want him either, but I don't want Donald Trump being second in line.
Can I just say the Republican Party is like, there's a lot of mutations. There's a lot of spike proteins that you bring up right now. A lot of horrible conclusions, any way it goes. Okay, one more, Adam Kinzinger.
If people deny subpoenas, we will go after them. I expect that there is going to be movement, particularly on Mark Meadows, that we'll know about shortly in the next day, next 2 days or so. And I think, the people will be very pleased with that. The bottom line is this committee is going to get to answers. We're going to do what we need to do. We're not going to rush anything, but we're also going to make sure we're not allowing Trump and his folks to drag this out to get to the end of this Congress. We are going to get this done.
That's nice.
What about Jeffrey Clark? So they're going to vote
That's
on
tomorrow. Right.
So they're going to vote,
in
right?
Committee.
How is this guy? I mean, oh God, justice takes way too long. He's the one just to review. He's the one that proposed delivery of a letter to state legislatures in Georgia and others, encouraging them to delay certification of the election results. Moreover, he recommended holding a press conference announcing the department was investigating allegations of voter fraud, despite the lack of any evidence that any such fraud was present. I mean, he was ready to do this whole thing. We keep saying this, Jody. It's just because attempted murder is still a crime.
Yes.
Just because the coup didn't work doesn't mean like you just no harm, no foul. See ya. I mean, this is okay. Okay. let me just delve into my, since we're on the January 6th. Oh, I love my favorite thing is that the worst thing that could happen to Michael Flynn is that he might be on tape saying that QAnon is bull.
Yeah.
I just love that. I kind of love
I
that.
hope
That's the only thing that disqualifies him.
From being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he might actually know that
Yeah.
QAnon's actually bull.
Yes.
Okay, you're right. Okay. Oh, although one QAnon linked ex-CEO, the Overstock guy, that guy, how was he in the middle of this? Patrick Byrne? He suggested that Mike Flynn could be named the next president if Trump doesn't want to be reinstated. So that's also
Why
one of
wouldn't
their.
Trump want to be reinstated?
I don't know. They have a plan B, Chris. But see, this is in the reinstatement plan in 2022.
With John Kennedy Jr., right?
I think if anything in life is guaranteed, it's that Trump wants to be president again.
Yeah.
Well, they're planning just in case he decides.
You always have a plan B.
He wants the
Always.
protections of being president. He never wanted to be president.
Could you please find some Jesus Christ Superstar songs? I
This
have
is just for you.
This is.
Oh, boy.
Didn't you love Jesus Christ Superstar?
I did.
You did.
Oh, this guy. Oh, God.
I remember.
Okay.
I think I was in 8th grade, and I got to. I was in the Palace movie theater watching it with Mike Robinson. He was like the cutest boy in town. We were on like a little date. So that's why I remember Jesus Christ Superstar. Okay, the end.